Okay, now coming here, what is this increment and decrement is? Okay, so simple thing is, okay, so for example, you have plus plus, and this is called as increment, and this is called as decrement. If it was so, that is all okay, right? In increment, you have two things, and decrement also you have two things. I'll tell you what is this increment is, right? So increment means when I tell a plus plus or plus plus a, okay, a plus plus or plus plus a, this indicates simple thing, guys. A is equals to a plus 1. Instead of writing like this, you will be writing like this or like this, or else you can write it a plus is equals to 1. These are all the things are same. Huh? Okay, so if you tell like a plus 1, this is different. This is different, and this is different. A plus 1 is different. A plus 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 a is equals to a plus 1. A plus is equals to 1. This is different. A plus is just a utilizing it. This is utilizing it as well as it is assigned to the same variable. But the values are assigned to the same variable. It is solving solution. It is assigning to the same solution. It can be like this: a plus b, or b is equals to a plus 1. It can be also like this. These are all the different things. This is here you are just utilizing the a. Here you are utilizing the a as well as you are assigning back to the a itself. So this is what the difference which you can come across. Increment means you are incrementing by one value. Decrement means you are decrementing by one value. Understood so much? And understood so much, guys? Guys, look on here. This is a unique concept. It depends upon the answers depends upon the compiler, whatever the increment decrement. And I gonna be teaching you for 32-bit compiler how it works with 32-bit compiler. I could have told you also 16-bit compiler, but right now I will not tell it because it might be confusing. Maybe like in near future when you meet me, I will explain about the 16-bit compiler also. Got it? So let's look on the 32-bit compiler because most of the companies will ask about the 32-bit compiler itself, right? So this is the only subject, guys, only topic where even I go crazy. Right? Each time I learn it. Okay, from engineering days, this was my favorite topic. Each time I feel it, okay, I know this, I know this, I know this. Each time I'll make mistakes. Each time I learn something new out of this. Got it? So I now also teach you now. Is that okay, guys? Let's start this, right? So let's start this, how it is working on it, right? For example, now here, this was okay if it was incrementing by 1, and this was okay with incrementing by 1. But there is a post increment and a pre-increment. There is a small change, guys, that makes this program like very much unique onto this. Okay, for example, when I tell plus plus, it has two things. It has two things. One is post increment, other one is pre-increment. One is post increment, other one is pre-increment. In post increment, guys, okay, in post increment, how do you look like a post increment? Post increment something like this: a plus plus is a post increment. How does pre-increment? Plus plus a is a pre-increment. Same thing in decrement also, minus minus you have it. In this also you have two things. One is called as post decrement, other one is called as pre-decrement. Okay, how this post decrement looks? It looks like a minus minus. How does pre-decrement look like? Minus minus a. Whatever I am writing it here, guys, look out here, guys, I write really less, and when I write it, it's really important which you need to mean it. Okay, when I tell a plus plus, right, when I tell a plus plus, it is something like this, guys. First use the value, whatever the value you have it, first use the value, then increment by 1. Increment by 1. This is what the statement is. First use the value. Post increment means first use the value whatever the a has, and after that, after using it, you increment by 1. Understand this? This very much, you know, like this is very much needed. Pre-increment means first increment by 1, then use the value. This is just a vice versa, guys. Okay, here it is first use the value, then increment by 1. Here it is first increment by 1. Have it a increment by 1. That's the value. So this 1. After that, we use it. Small difference you need to know about it. Okay, minus minus a minus minus, right? So it is nothing but post decrement. It's nothing but a post decrement, guys. Right? When you tell about the post decrement, right? When you tell about the post decrement, it is telling that something like this, guys. Okay, first First, what is that? Use the value, then decrement by 1. Decrement by 1 means what, guys? Your decrement by, like minus 1. So whatever, if it is a 5, you have to make it as 4. If it is a 4, you have to make it as 3, something like this. Here it is. Pre-decrement means first decrement by DC, decrement by 1, then use the value. This is a simple thing which you need to know about it. Take it down. If you have any queries, let me know about it. Take down this, guys. Neatly take it down, guys, about the increment and decrement operator. So in increment, you have 2 types. In decrement, you have 2 types. So this is all the small changes, right, will kill you like anything. Will kill us like anything. Okay. Huh? Okay. I will give one beautiful question for you all, guys. Okay, you need to solve this. Okay, so you need to solve this. What is the question is something like this. Okay, what is the question is something like this. The question is something like this. I will tell it has A is equals to 5, I will tell it, and B is equals to 3, I will tell it. Okay, A is equals to 5 and B is equals to 3, I will tell it. Now what I'm going to do is, okay, so A is equals to A plus plus, I will tell it, plus B, I will tell it. Okay, I'll put a semicolon. And I will tell it as B is equals to plus A, I will tell it, plus B plus I will tell it. And later on, I want to print F, percentage D, I will tell it, and I want to print what, guys? A comma B, I want to print it. Tell me, guys, what is the output of this question? Let me check it out. How many people are gonna tell this? Put it in a comment. Once you're done, put it in the comment. Go for it. I need the almost all answers. I need at least 20 replies on this. No matter whatever the answer you're getting it, you fire it out. Okay, so I can exactly know where you're going wrong. So on that perspective, I can tell it, okay, this is where you're going wrong, right? Look, correcting yourself is a good, guys. Give the opportunity to correct yourself. That is a really good thing. Understand this, whatever I have told it. On that basis, you go for it. That's nice. And then 14, that's nice. Okay. I don't know this, how it is working, but still, we'll execute that. A is equals to 5, B is equals to 3, right? So let's go for it. Wait a second, guys. Well, like online GDB, right? So I'll go for here, right? Okay. Go here and I'll eliminate this, right? So what I need to do, guys, or what's the value of A? A is equals to 5 and B is equals to 3, guys. Is that true? All right. So I'm just tell it as A is equals to A plus I want to do it, plus I want to do it, plus B I want to tell it, and B is equals to plus A plus B plus I want to tell it, right? So later on I need to tell it something like this, guys. Printf percentage D and percentage D, and I will tell it as A comma B. Right? So this is what the thing is. I'll run this program. When I run this program, I want to select this, like language, right? So which language I want to do it, right? So for example, I'll come here and I want to do it C, right? So if I go for here, I'm running, I'm getting reward, guys, 10 and 14. Wow, Akash. Okay, so few of them got 9, 10, few of them got 14, right? Few of them got both the things. That's fine, no problem. Let's see it how this is working. That is very important, right? So let's go for here and let's check it out. Let's check it out over here, right? So for example, look on here, guys. Whenever I do this, I should not lose the patience. That is what the more concern about this, right? For example, A is nothing but 5, guys, and B is nothing but 3, guys. Right? B is nothing but 3. So here I'm coming to here. The first, it is a unary operator. This is a unary operator. I want to solve this first, right? So A plus means what, guys? I want to go to A. Plus A means what, guys? Plus A plus. First, I want to use the value. Whatever the value I have it here, I want to use it, right? I will use it 5. That is what it means. I want to use it. Whatever the value, first use the value. then increment by 1, right? So for example, after that I will increment this one by 1, it will become 6. This is what it meant. Got it? And I'm coming to here, okay, plus operator, that's fine. I will try to solve this one. Plus b. Plus b means what? First I want to increment by 1, right? So I will go first increment by 1. I'll go to the memory, I will increment by 1 to 4. After that, I will change the value to this one. And this is the small changes which will make this operators crazy, to work like a crazy. Okay, after what I'm doing it 5 plus 4, I'm doing it 9. It is 9 is given to a. Now a will become what, guys? 9, right? According to this line, the value of a is 9 and value of b is what, 4, right? And I'm coming to the next line. What I'm doing in the next line, I'm telling that's pre-increment. Pre-increment means what, guys? First increment by 1. I'll go to a, I will increment by this by 1. I'll do like 10. After that, I will use it here. 10, I will use it here. B plus plus means what? Whatever the value I have it here, I want to use it first. After that, I want to go here, I want to increment by 1. 4 will become 5. Fine. Now I'm telling it as 10 plus 4. What is 10 plus 4, guys? 14. 14 is given to whom, guys? B. Now value of B will become what, guys? 14. In this particular line, I'm printing A value is nothing but 10 and B value is I hope you got this. I hope you got this. Let me know if you want to repeat it. If I want to repeat it. Do I want to repeat it again? Let me know if I want to repeat it. That's it. This is what the explanation is. If one tells yes also, I will repeat it. Let me know if I want to repeat it. Repeat? Okay, I'll repeat this. I'm really happy to repeat it, right? Look on here. So what I'm gonna do it? Okay, so I'll repeat it this way. So whenever the increment decrement operator comes, I will write down it. Very well, I will write down it. Because here the patience is very important, guys. You lose your patience, a little patience, little presence of mind, gone. Everything gone. Right? At this line, A is nothing but 5 and B is nothing but what, 3. Right? I'm coming to this line. In this particular statement, guys, what is happening is it is saying that post-increment parnalenda, first I want to use the value. Post-increment means first I want to use the value. What is the value of A? 5. I will come here, I will use the value. After that, I want to increment by 1, guys. I'll come here and I will do it as like 5. I will make it as 6. Increment by 1. That's it. Simple as it is. After that, I want to use plus. It is a binary operator. I need a one more thing. So I'll tell us something else. Plus b, it is telling that. Plus b means what, guys? It is the first I want to increment by 1. I want to go to the b. I want to increment by 1. 3 will become what? 4. I'll increment by 1. Right? After that, I want to use the value. Whatever the value I have it now, I want to use it now 4. What is 5 plus 4, guys? 9. 9 is given to whom, guys? A. A will become what now? A gets overridden and A will become 9. According to this line, A value will be 9 and B value will be 4. If I print it here, as soon as this line, if I print it here, A value will be 9 and B value will be 4. Now what I'm doing it, guys, I'm doing something like this. I'm going to the next line. It's telling that pre-increment paralenda, first go to the memory and increment by 1. I'll go to memory called as A and I'll increment by 1 and 9 will become 10. After that, you use the value. I'll use the value called as 10 here and I'll come to here B plus plus it. It is telling what? B plus plus. B plus plus is what, guys? I want to go to the memory. I want to use the value first. First, use the value. What are the value I have it here? B. I will use the value. And after that, I'll increment by 1 means 4 will become 5. I will add this now. 10 plus 4 is what, guys? 14. 14 is given to whom, guys? B. Now B is getting overdone and B will become what? 14. So in this line, A will print it 10 and B will print it what? 14. You got this picture clear, guys? Got this picture clear? 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 Easy, eh? Easy, eh? Take down this. Neatly take down this. Neatly take down this. I'll give one more question for you. Shall I give one more question? Okay. I will let as comma C is equals to 2. I will tell it. Okay. I'll come here. I'll just set as plus C plus plus. I will tell it. I'll come here and I will tell it as plus. I will tell it. And I will tell it as plus plus C. I will tell it. Right, and I will tell it as C equals to A plus plus. I will tell it plus B. I will tell it plus. I will tell it as C plus plus. I will tell it. I'll come here, I'll predict C also, and I'll tell us percentage. Tell me, what's the answer for this? That's nice. Almost closer to, right? We are almost close to answers. That's nice. People are doing good. Right? Now let's go for it. Okay, for example, let's go for this. I have copied that thing and I will just paste it over here. So we'll solve this question. First we'll solve this question. First we'll we'll execute that question. Answer the type of okay, let's solve this. Let's solve this. It's number 13, 21, and 37. Wow, Gopika. 13, 21, 27, Pratik. Nice. 13, 21, 39 aipoi. Okay, no problem. 13, 21, 39 aipoi. Okay, no problem. 13, 21, 37, Akash. He's like pro, right? That's nice. Okay, that's all. Let's see where you went wrong and let's correct it down where it is. B is equals to 3, yeah. C is equals to 2. Ale. So first what I want to do, I want to do it post increment. Post increment means what? It is an easy concept, trust me, honest. It's nothing. It's an easy concept. Mistake happens, not worry about it. Let's redo this. Okay. This is a post increment. I want to do it what? 5 here. I'll do it at 5. 5 so it will increment by 1, it will tell us 6. Pre-increment, first I want to increment it, I'll make it as 4 and later on I'll use it 4 here. I'll write it as 4 and I'll use it as 4. C++ and C++ first I want to use the value. Whatever the value I have it, I want to use it 2 and then I want to make it as 3. Right? So what is this? 5 plus 4 is nothing but 9. 9 plus 2 is nothing but 11. 11 is given to A. A will become 11. So no doubts in this. So simple. If you end plus A out, plus A for the first I want to increment by 1. It end out 12 ipo. 13 avla 12 out. It were tettan last time. So you end out 12 out. So now what I'm gonna do is I will do it as B plus plus. B plus plus means what? First I want to use the value plus 4 and then later on I want to increment it by 1 and I'll make it as 5. C plus plus. C plus plus for the first I want to go increment it by 1, 4 and then later on I'll use it here 4. If I guess 12 plus 4 plus 4 and 20 20 is given to guess P. You're 20 guys. 20 is given to B. Simple, right? Now later on, what I need to do it guys, I'll come to here. This is what the output is 12, 20, 12, 24 according to this line. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be going for the next line. I'm telling you as A plus plus. First I want to use the value called as 12. I want to use the value called as 12 and later on it is incrementing by 1 and will tell us like 30. B plus plus B per and first I'll go, it'll increment by 1, I'll make it as 21. Later on, I'll use it 21. C plus plus per and first I'll use the value, whatever the value I have it here, 4, and later on I'll increment by 1 and make it as 5. Right? And in this situation, I'll make it as what? 12 plus 21. And then I guess 12 plus 21. Or else like you can go for this. 12 plus 4 is 21 plus 4 is 25. 25 plus 12 is 37. 37 is given to C. C will become what? Guess 37. Now, according to this line, A will be what? 13, and B will be what, guys? B will be what? 21, and C will be what? 37. That's it. You got the whole picture, guys? Take down this neatly. Let's do a mistake now. I'll come here and I'll tell us something like this. I'll remove C. I'll remove C, and I will remove all those things. Okay, here what I'm gonna do is I'll just tell us A plus 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 A plus 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 A plus plus. Simple. Right? For this one, I'll just alas plus plus B plus 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 B plus 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 B plus 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 B. What is the answer of this one? Go for it. This one's answer. Go for it. That's nice. I'm really impressed. Look, whatever you're doing is correct. Absolutely correct. Okay, there is some small glitch which I'm gonna be telling to you. Okay, so even when I solve these things, even I had a problem with that. Okay, I'll tell you what is the problem which we're going to face it and how to resolve those things. Those things I'm gonna be managing. Is that okay, guys? Shall we solve this question? Before solving this question, let me run this question. Okay, before solving this question, let me run this question. When I run this question, You might be surprised for the answer. Wait a second, just taking a long time. Okay. Okay. What is this now? 26 and 23 I'm getting. 26 is correct, but 23 I'm getting it. Why it is coming 23, right? So let's solve this question. So once we solve this question, we'll get to know the things, right? So we move better. Let's go for this. Okay, so let's solve this things. Give me a sec. Okay, so let's write it down here on other things. Okay, so how it is, right? Let's take it out like A. A is in the what is 5. Around will solve it. Okay, B is in the what is 3. A is 5 and B is in the what 3, right? So it is telling that A plus plus, right? A plus plus is what is 5. I want to use 5. I want to use 5 and I'm increment by 5 by 6. It is telling that A plus plus first use the value, then you increment this by 7. Now A plus plus first use the value, whatever the value you have it, and then you increment by 1 and it will become 8. First use the value and increment by 1, whatever you have it, 9. Now you add this one, guys. So it is nothing but 7. So it is nothing but like what is that? 7. I want to make it this one. It will make it 7. 7 threes are how much, guys? 21. 21 plus 5 is number what? 26. 26 is given to A. All right. So A will become what? 26. No doubt. Absolutely no doubt on this. A is nothing but 26. I don't think so anyone has a problem with this 26, right? The problem is with this one, plus plus b, right? So what is this plus plus b means? First, I want to increment by one value, right? I'll tell as plus plus b, since it's a plus plus b, I'll go increment by one value and I'll make it as 4 and I'll make it as 4 here. And comment here, plus plus b, again, it is incremented by 1. So I'll make it as increment by 1. First, use the value, increment it, I'll make it as 5 and I'll use it here 5. Again, plus plus b, I want to increment it first. So I'll make it as 6 and then I'll make it as 6 over here. Again, plus plus b, 6 will become 7 and 7 is used over here. Right, guys? Now, 6 3s are how much, guys? 18. 18 plus 4 how much, guys? 22. 22 is given to whom, guys? B. B will become what is 22. And when I print this one, A is in the number 26 and B is in the number 22. This is the absolute explanation of it. That's correct thing. Nothing wrong in this. Okay, but in few of the compiler, what happens is whenever you have plus plus b, whatever the answer you get it, for that it will add plus 1, guys, and it will make it what? 23. That is the reason. This is what I can tell. For this one, there is no proper explanation for it. I have seen many online resources, many things, but I have thought one thing: when it is coming with plus plus b first, the same thing, and you have a different operation onto it, right? At that time, I want to do something like this, guys. When you have a same variable here, and when you have a same variable at the beginning, which is doing plus plus b, at that time you need to make it as what, guys? You need to make it as what? 23 as your output. That is what I gonna be telling to you. Okay, so it's something sounds like something like this, guys. Okay, so might be my working thinking procedure is something like this, right? So b equals to plus plus b means what, guys? Plus plus b means what? B equals to b plus 1 itself, guys. This is what it indicates. All right, b equals to b plus 1, right? B plus 1 is what? Maybe like 3 plus 1 is 4. 4 is given to b now. 4 it will take it as a 4 now. All right, it will take it as what? 4. Now from 4 it's gonna be starting at 4. I'll use it here 4, and then something like this, it goes on like that. All right, so whenever you have a pre-increment at the first, and then when it is working like that, whatever the answer you get it, you add a plus 1 to this, right? And you get it what? 23. It's because of the computer architecture, guys. Okay, it's because of the computer architecture, purely because of the computer architecture. So that's the reason it is coming like that. Okay, I can even show you in a few compilers. You get it absolutely 26 and 22. I can show it, right? So for example, look on here. So I'll go for this compiler, and this is the terminal, right? Where exactly the program goes, right? So I told you to write a program. How do you save the program? How do you create a program, guys? abc.c you will direct. This is what the file is. You want to open one editor to write it. That's the reason I'll tell us vi editor, and this is the file name. So to open this vi editor, go to this vi editor and create this file. That is what I'm writing the code here, command, right? I'll enter this. It'll go for the vi editor, and it's already written. Some program is already written on this by this name, right? So I'll eliminate this entire thing. I'll eliminate it, right? Entire thing I'll eliminate it. So if I want to, like if I want to run that program, so I'll just copy and paste it. This is what the program I want to run it, right? So it's in the insert type, right? So I can insert the data over here. So I want to go for the command prompt. Okay, when I'm coming to here, I want to go for where command prompt. At the time, I want to write what escape here. When I tell escape, it will come to the command prompt, right? I want to run the command now. To run the command, I want to run the colon. Over here, I want to write the command now, right? What is the command I want to write it? Save W and quit. W means save, Q means quit. I will enter this. I'll come back to this one. The first thing, two things I want to do it whenever the program is run. Two things. One is compiling, other one is running. How do you compile it? I'll allow CC and it's compile C compiler. I'll allow abc.c. I'm compiling this, right? I have compiled it. All right, so I'm getting some warning that this is everything. That's fine, no problem. I want to run it. Where I want to go, guys, dot root direct dot slash root directory. In there, you have one file called as a.out out. Extension is out out. I'll enter this. I enter this. Can you see this, guys? 26 and 22. I'm getting it, guys. Same program, 26 and 22 in different compiler. This is exactly working in R, whatever the explanation is. And the online compiler, the architecture is changing it. It's just the architecture is changing. That's the reason it is like that. Was picture clear, guys? In near future, I'll be repeating these questions. I might be coming with some of the questions. At the time, you need to get ready with this. Is that okay? Is that okay? Is that okay?